Good evening, friends. This is Sandeep Koltharkar from Leicester Midlands, United Kingdom. Thank you, first of all, liking my post, loving them, commenting them. Thank you so much for that. You guys are awesome. I got today evening a wonderful people here, a couple who actually made a positive difference in my life. And I would like to actually welcome Jeff Drew and Jane Drew.
Hey, Sandeep.
Hi Jeff. Hi Jane. How are you doing? You okay?
Oh, good.
Really good.
Nice to see you again.
Had a brilliant day today.
Oh, that's great. Thank you so much for joining us today. Just going to share some we were working together, and you given me that sort of light end of that tunnel, and moving forward, it's just made a massive positive difference in my life. So basically, I would actually request you to, about your introduction, how you started, and then just bit about yourself.
Absolutely.
You want to go?
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, the business that we're working very closely with Sandeep in, this business, Jean and I started 24 years ago. That seems a long time ago now, doesn't it? But 24 years ago, our lives were very different. Jean had a corporate job, and those of you with a job, you'll probably relate to this. She was working, she worked, yeah.
Long hours, highly stressed, well paid, but no real security, no control of our future at all.
No.
Yeah.
And you worked 17 years, in that position,
I did,
didn't you?
because I thought that was the way to make progress. I didn't feel comfortable at the idea of doing anything else. So for me, a job was the way forward. That's how I was thinking in those days.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I did a completely different route, Sandy. I sort of have been running my own businesses for most of my working career. I had a hotel and sports and leisure businesses, and my last business was a series of franchises. But what I was doing was very similar to Jean. I was earning good money, but again, same as Jean, I was working very long hours. I was very stressed, and we had young children at the time, and we hardly ever saw them. So 24 years ago, we decided to do something about it and look around to see what was out there, so we could actually change what we were doing, still earn really good money, but actually have a life.
Yes.
Yeah. And we didn't know what we were looking for, but we knew what we didn't want, which
Yeah.
is more of the same.
Yeah.
And I think when you start looking around, options present themselves, don't they? And that's what happened for us. So,
Yeah.
but I was very skeptical. Shall we just carry on? I was very skeptical when we first looked at this, because I'd only ever had a job, and I saw that as the way of having security. And anything outside of that, I was highly skeptical of. But I do think there's a massive difference between being skeptical and being closed-minded. And after, I could see that Jeff's not daft. I could see that Jeff was really excited about what we did. And I thought, I couldn't see any catch. I'm quite numerical. I went through all the numbers, couldn't see any catch. And I thought, what have we got to lose? And that's how we got started, isn't it?
Yeah. But what we did do, because I've been running my own businesses for a long time, I knew what to look for in a successful business. I also knew what wasn't going to be successful. So that, I think, helped. So we were looking for something. If we were going to get into something new, we wanted to get into something we knew was going to be around for a very long time. So, we did a lot of research, and everything told us that the next big marketplace boom was going to be in health and wellness and, feel good, look good kind of products. Thank goodness we did, because it's gone absolutely crazy over the last 24 years, and forecast to continue to do so for decades ahead. But interesting enough, when we first started, neither of us wanted to give up our day jobs. So we also wanted to find something that we could initially start on a part-time basis alongside our busy jobs, but would give us a bit of flexibility as well to do that. And then after only 7 months, we were able to give up the stressful day jobs, and our life changed beyond recognition after that.
And that was the time when there wasn't social media, there wasn't
No social media.
there wasn't internet, there was barely mobile phones. I don't even want to think about it because it was so much harder and slower. Basically, everything was harder and slower.
Yeah.
So these days, the beauty of what we do is that you can do it from anywhere. We've been out most of the afternoon in cafes, restaurants, and on the beach, but we've still moved our business forward as we've been doing it because ours is a lifestyle business.
Yeah.
True, true, and I relate to this, and that's how I came in because in the UK you need to have a second income. My wife, she's as many people they know in my circle, even you guys know, she can't work, so I have to actually generate a second income, and this is what I was looking for. But it's just like having that work-life balance as well,
Yeah, yeah.
and thank you for spotting me as a talent and getting me in your team under your wings. So that's a great sort of thing. I can feel. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for that. May I ask you, what would be your opinion about current global economy versus earnings and the opportunities what people may have?
Gosh, that's a big question, isn't it? I think one of the things to say is that there are some massive trends now because of what's happened to the world in the last few years. People are much more aware of the opportunity to work from home, that technology allows us to do that. They perhaps got a taste for that. And also, I think that people are aware of also the risks of starting something online as well, because there are a lot of things out there that aren't that great. And we still say to people, if I was starting all over again, I would go for a business that's proven, that we know works, and that is future proof as well, as much as anything is, obviously. But that's what I would do, because I see lots of pop-up businesses, if you like, but that would be my best advice to people. You may stumble upon, if you're in your middle of your search, you may stumble on the next big trend, the next big Tesla or whatever the business is, but you just don't know. So that would be my bit of advice, really.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. What is the top secret of your success, and what is the big message of how you become successful? So towards this, throughout this 24 years journey, and what is the big message you would like to share with us today?
Right. This is an easy one, Sandy. It was easy for us because we were in a position 24 years ago. Yes, we were earning good money, but we had absolutely no life. We had young children. We were both stressed. We didn't want another 5 years of that. So it was easy for us to, when we found this business and we looked at it and we could see that everything was working, we could also see that people were successful. All we had to do was follow a plan. So it was easy. And what we did is we followed the plan that we were told if we did this, it would work. And that's what we did. So it wasn't a surprise to us when we, got a few years down the road and we saw that we now lived in a beautiful big house. We were having 3 months a year holidays. We were working flexible hours, lots of time with my children. My children were able to go off on foreign holidays. All of this, we were told would happen when we first started. So it wasn't a surprise. All we did is follow the plan. So I suppose having a great attitude when someone first starts and being prepared to learn something new.
That was the one I was going to add to it, because I'm thinking about the people that have been really successful in our business, and they've got two attributes really. One is they're clear on their goals, and it doesn't matter what size their goals are, it's just that they mean something to them, so they're passionate about them, and those help them drive through the times when you have uncertainty and things don't go your way. And the other one is that they're prepared to learn. They don't go out there and try and figure it out for themselves. They actually leverage what's already there. We have everything in place. It's just a question of using it.
Yeah, it's easy, Sandy. Right attitude, a desire to make a change. Everything else we can show you.
Yes, that's really, really great. Thank you for having this conversation with me on this platform today, and thank you for your time. Really appreciate. And this is going to be a very, very useful sort of conversation, and the overall, like whatever time you spent with us today, and that will be a great message for the people, those who are looking for something, those who are in the same sort of boat like myself,
Yeah.
every single person like in the world, and that could be something a light out of that dark tunnel, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yes,
I think you're right, Sandeep. I think there's a lot of people out there right now feeling the pain.
yes,
Now, all of the utility bills are going up by about 50%. So how do people, if they have a set income, how do they cope with a 50%
it's that
rise
sense of
in the
uncertainty, isn't
bills?
it?
Yeah,
And just having
it is.
something
It is.
secure that you're in control of, I think is going to be a big
yeah,
thing.
Yeah.
Can I just add, in case you're wondering, you're watching this, you're wondering that anybody that does start to work with Sandeep, if you like what you see here, then we are very closely working alongside Sandeep. So he has his own experiences and background, and
yeah,
we can add to what you see is what you get here.
yeah. And
Yeah.
Jean said when we first started that, you know, we didn't have the internet, we didn't have Wi-Fi, we didn't have any of the stuff that we have now. So, you know, everything that we have, I said our business is easy. We've created everything online. So when a brand new person starts with us, we can have an online meeting. We can introduce them to our in our private Facebook group that we've added all of our trainings. So everything's recorded. So when a brand new person starts, they can sit in their lounge or in their kitchen at home and learn how to be successful with us just by watching our trainings.
Because we
Yes.
haven't even mentioned, we just moved recently to Spain, which was one of our goals and our dreams. And as soon as the internet was good enough here, we said, right, off we go. So we're about here. That's where we are right now
In Spain,
in Spain, working globally. And that's what we've been able to do. And hence the beaches.
Yes. Yes. And thank you for teaching me all this as well. I'm not an IT savvy person, but yes, coming in this and all that training and support I receive, that's like none to any kind of quality support where people can receive. And I would say this is the best place to actually get your dreams fulfilled, get your family together, and have that fantastic time with the family, because that's what the life is.
absolutely. I mean, when we first started, Sandeep, yes, I have a business background, but it gave me no advantage at all when I came into this. So I had to forget everything I'd ever learned about a traditional business and come in with an open mind and learn something new.
Yes.
So you know, it's something that every single person can do.
And I'd reiterate, sometimes people say to me, oh, it's okay for you, you had a corporate background, but actually that's
no help at all.
Everybody's no help at all. Everybody brings their own skills to it. And I think the biggest thing is just blank sheet of paper and be prepared to learn.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's
and true. That is 110% true.
right.
Life is all about learning, and
You can work at home, you can
learn
do
every stage.
Yeah. And anyone that starts with you, Sandeep, you know, Jean and I will be there helping them as well.
Yes, thank you so much for your help and support, guys. All my contact details will be on my Facebook page. So please feel free to contact me via email, via Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp Messenger. All means, we got all sort of ways you can contact me. And my senior members in the team, Jeff and Jin, and we are happy to actually help you and support you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We're there every step of the way.
Thank you so much, guys. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
Sandeep.
Bye.
Bye for
Bye.
now.
Bye.